Hooray, and drama that you host. If I may, I'm thinking that you chose the best thing. If you like them nerd shows and all of these movies. What up, Chip and Chap? This is Chip and Chap Chap. What up, Chip and Chap? This is Chip and Chap Chap. What up, Chip and Chap? This is Chip and Chap Chap. What up, Chip and Chap? This is Chip and Chap Chap.
What up, Chipper Chaps? This is Chipper Chap Chat, episode 68.
68.
Welcome.
Sorry about the delay.
Yeah, we were late a little bit, but
Yeah.
lives, man. Sometimes they get in the way.
Working lives.
But we're gonna try and drop 2 this week to try and make up for it, because we got a Rogue One review.
Discussion. Yeah, review discussion thing going.
Because we've now both seen the movie,
Mhm.
and we have,
Thoughts
from
on it.
what I gather, slightly different opinions on it.
Yeah, actually mine has shifted as I think more about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause as I sit there here and think about it, I'm like, yeah, all right. We'll talk when we talk about it. I'll bring those thoughts up.
That's coming up later
Yeah.
in the week, next couple days. But for now, let's get into some nerdy news.
First,
So
TV talk.
Alan Thicke died. Oh, sadness amongst all of us. It's Robin Thicke's dad.
Yeah, he must.
Growing pains. Ellie's dad.
Huh?
Ellie from Last of Us. She was the little orphan Annie looking girl on Growing Pains.
Oh shit, that's right. Oh shit, that's right. I forgot. That's where she's from. Cause she sounds.
Yep.
She's got that voice.
Yep, she sounds exactly the same still.
That sucks. More now.
Yeah, I saw like pictures from the funeral or whatever. Even DiCaprio showed up. So.
Oh, because he was in Growing. Wait, was he?
Yeah, he was their like adopted kid on
That's
like the
right.
last 2 seasons or 3 seasons or something.
That's strange.
Yep.
Where he's like a megastar,
Yep.
and they remain television stars.
At least Ashley Johnson's like actually doing shit.
Yeah, no, she's actually probably the most successful of the lot right now.
Yeah, other than DiCaprio, she's got to be up
Right.
there.
But yeah, he's gone. That sucks. He wasn't even that old.
He was 69, I think they said.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
And again, like his
we're
last
one episode
appearance
behind his age.
was in Fuller House, season 2.
I still haven't seen it. Gotta watch it.
It was strange when he rocked up. I was like, oh shit, they got him. Weird.
I didn't realize he used to have a TV show. Like he hosted like a late night talk show.
Yep.
I don't even remember that. I remember him hosting Pictionary as a TV game show. I used to watch that. Yeah. I used to watch that one. That was pretty fun.
That's weird.
But that was in the late 90s, I think. It was quite a while ago. But yeah, sad times.
Yeah, that sucks.
But that's kind of all that we got on TV news. We got Iron Fist photos. That's questionably TV at this point.
Yeah. The Iron Fist photos. No suit yet.
No suit yet. He's probably going to Daredevil it and get some version of an outfit on the last episode.
Right. He's still got his curls.
Yeah, he's still got his curls. Not so hobo-y on the beard.
No. It's a little more, neater.
I really just got to see how he is on the show, because right now my only exposure to him is as the Flower Knight or whatever. Yeah. So, like, I just seen this dude taking it over and over again. I don't know that that's good. Danny Rand, but...
Now he has to give it.
Yeah, now he has to give it with a light-up fist. But yeah, some photos. They showed Colleen Wing.
Yep.
And her dojo, where I'm guessing she's also going to teach Claire, because there's a picture of them 3 together, and they showed her grab a Colleen Wing Easter eggy thing at the end of the Luke Cage. So
the school, yeah.
Yeah, looks cool to me.
Yeah, man. I'm just like, it's gonna be. We got a couple months until this actually appears, so These next few months are gonna just go like this.
But also the one shot of him doing the actual like martial arts pose with the sword and the hand up reads to me like an actor doing a martial arts pose, not like a martial artist.
I know. Like with his leg up?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that's what they told him to do, but it just doesn't look like an actual martial arts master, you know?
It doesn't feel like it's taken him years to learn this.
Right, like...
And that's really the issue that I'm... Like, it's not going to be believable. Based on a photo, mind you.
These are set photos, though, so when we're actually watching it, maybe they'll have him... Maybe he'll be hitting the pose slightly different than that, but... Yeah, for right now, I'm just still not quite convinced in the way that, like... When you see Luke Cage, you go, yeah, sure. That guy can be Luke Cage. Yeah, when you see Daredevil, but even I didn't remember him from Dust or whatever, so I didn't really have an opinion on him going into Daredevil. I was just like, he's got a kind of funny looking head.
Right, but that wasn't like the fighting or the way he.
Right, but it wasn't like he doesn't look tough enough.
Right. The problem was because the last thing we saw this guy in was.
Right, but he was still supposed to be a badass fighter.
We didn't get that from that show either, though.
Right, we didn't really get a lot of that kind of flavor, but
again, like,
here's hoping.
Yeah,
here's hoping.
If it's the same quality as the others, then, sign me up.
Right.
And so far, so good. They got 3 shows at this point, 4 seasons altogether that have been pretty aces. So,
So yeah, movie talk stuff. What do we got here? Blade Runner 2049 announcement trailer. You watched this, yeah?
I did.
Thoughts on that? Do you give a shit about the original Blade Runner?
It's fine. Like, I wasn't, coming buckets. I wasn't creamy for it like a lot of guys are.
Right.
Like, people are so creamy about this.
Yeah, seems like it.
Like, to the point where they will say this little snippet is better than Ghost in the Shell.
Right. Which, to me, that Ghost in the Shell trailer looks fucking awesome.
I mean, while I must say, based on what we see here, the guy who's directing this he's got a good track record. He's got a very good track record right now.
What else has he done
he
that
did
everybody's...
The Arrival, he did, was it Sicaria that he did?
I've not seen The Arrival, so I can't really give a whole lot of shit about that.
The director, he's got a good track record, and based on that, they're saying he should be fine with this.
Okay.
Based on what we saw on this little snippet thing, one thing I did like about it already was that the atmosphere, what little did we see, it felt like there was... It looked like a continuation somewhat of what we got in Blade Runner. Because what we see in Blade Runner is like, it's the whole cyberpunk thing, right?
Right, the neon lights.
The neon lights and all that, the floating cars, all that type of cool stuff.
Right.
But they also had smoke, which was what was lacking in Ghost in the Shell. Any kind of smoke and dirt.
Right, atmosphere.
A bit of atmosphere. And we didn't get that, because I was like, we haven't seen the movie yet. And maybe they're going for a super freaking clean look.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that there's atmosphere in that Ghost in the Shell trailer.
To me, there's atmosphere, but it's not grungy, which is what
Blade Runner is
supposed to be. That's why I'm cool with that, because it's supposed to be. Maybe that's the 2 different sides of cyberpunk.
Right. I think
say it's only one look.
With Ghost in the Shell, it seems like they're trying to make everything seem robotic.
Yes.
Which I think that they accomplished. I mean, it seems like Matrixy in a way, without everything being green. Like they decided in the Matrix movies that by the end of everything needs to be green.
Right. I still.
But I would say that it's fairly similar to the first Matrix, visually in a lot of ways.
Blade Runner?
No, Ghost in the Shell.
Right.
But Blade Runner, like, to me, they just automatically go, oh, there's atmosphere because it's in the rain.
Smoke.
Not all of Ghost in the Shell was in the rain in all the city scenes.
But
Blade Runner, they're going for a noir thing as well,
Yes,
which I think is different.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, the noir is what's given it that extra atmosphere.
Right. But if you look at the scene in Ghost in the Shell where I can't remember his name now, but they're like older guy chief with the Wolverine hair. Mm-hmm. Like that scene's in the rain, and it's got a totally different feel. Mm-hmm. It's dark. There's actually smoke and mist and shit happening. Yeah, I think it just depends on the scenes. Wait till you watch it, motherfuckers. And plus,
but when people go, based on this fucking less than a minute, it felt like less than a minute clip. They're like, oh, it's gonna be better automatically. I'm like,
I mean, maybe.
It could be, absolutely. I'm not saying that it's not, but you can't say that solely on this clip.
Right, and I don't think that it makes me anticipate the movie anymore.
Yeah, well, that's the thing also. Like, I think people are gonna care about this film if you're a fan of the original.
Yeah.
And also if you're a fan of the director and the actors involved.
Yeah.
Like, personally, I don't really have an attachment to any of those things. I'll probably watch it though. Because I'm
sure I'll watch it, but I have the original, right, and I'm still not. I have the one that comes with like 2 or 3 different versions.
Right, because that's the thing. It's like, which version do you like? I'm like, that's garbage.
Now, I've not sat and watched the movie all the way through yet.
Same.
But I've watched all of the special features that came on it because I was more interested in that. Right. Yeah. So I've watched full documentaries on the movie now, multiple at this point. But still, for some reason, the movie doesn't make me go, I need to sit down and really give this another shot. I don't know why. But it seems to be the case.
Next up.
John Wick 2, Part 2, trailer Part 2.
Alright, I'm excited, man.
Looks good. I really like the scene where he headshots like 8 dudes in a row. At point blank range. I'm like, oh man, dude. I can't wait for this shit. He's going to fight the fuck out of Common.
He is. He's going to kill him. Great.
Yep.
And you know what's cool though? Common actually looks like he's a threat in this film though.
Yeah, I liked Common in Smoking Aces. And I feel like it's going to be a similar-ish kind of feel.
Which is why it was weird. I'm like, when he was in Suicide Squad, I was like, I didn't feel any of that.
It's because he was in it for 2 minutes and his scene was cut to shit. And plus, they gave him all those retarded tattoos that ended up serving no purpose.
Yeah.
But whatever.
This trailer looks great.
Yeah, it looks cool. Fate of the Furious trailer. Fast and the Furious 8. Get it? Because F8 means fate, and it's Fate of the Furious.
They should have just had F and the number 8.
People talk shit every time. Every time they do the number in the title thing, people make fun of it.
But it's essentially that.
It is that, but they thought they were classing it up by not putting the number in it.
Anyway,
but they do hashtag F8, and they're like, get fate, get it?
This looks so fucking dumb.
But Vin Diesel is the bad guy this time.
That's why I fucking like my hate of Vin Diesel is so
shouldn't that elevate it then? Because you want to see his team beat Vin Diesel up.
No, but the thing is,
we get to see The Rock beat up Vin Diesel.
Here's what's gonna happen, right? Here's what's gonna happen. In the end, he's gonna realize, oh no, my family is important. I'm never gonna lose to you guys, but I'm gonna basically turn my back on Charlize Theron, and we're all gonna fight her.
Maybe.
Where are my 2 giant wrenches?
I say that The Rock actually murders Vin Diesel in this movie, and then the franchise moves on without him.
You know what? Fucking like in that trailer, they reveal everything in that trailer, right?
Right.
Fucking Jason's. This is a spoiler trailer because the trailer spoils it. Jason Statham joins.
Right.
So it's gonna need, because obviously the whole team can't take on Vin Diesel. And based on that one scene where it's like 5 cars against 1.
Because it's all the scrub characters. It's like Tyrese and Ludacris.
But it's one fucking car. What is he riding, a Transformer?
Hey, wait till the end of the movie. You never know. They'll connect the universe.
Doesn't he bust through a door?
No, he kicks a door off so that they will stop pulling on the sides of the car.
Of course,
so that he can flip them into each other with physics.
Of course, because
he's a scientist.
He can kick a door off. Of course he can kick a door off.
He's got a lever on the inside where he just pulls up a little piece of pipe and then the door comes off.
Yeah, but when a car smashes it, it's fine.
Right, it's fine because you got to do it from the inside.
First it was XXX 3, I guess.
Which they gave away the same thing in that movie because they were like, he's got to fight Donnie Yen, and then they're like, Donnie Yen and him on the same team. I still, even with Donnie Yen, I'm like,
no, I can't do it.
I don't care.
You know what we'll end up doing?
What's that?
All the Donnie Yen scenes are gonna show up on YouTube, and I can just watch them there.
All right, why not?
Or not, I guess, or not. That's the thing as well. All I know is that I'm tired. I'm tired of Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Of him being big hero king, defeating everyone. Just nothing.
Yeah, it looks silly. Charlize Theron with cornrows or whatever the fuck's going on with her hair.
She looking like Sea Viper with blonde hair.
Right, it's real bizarre. And I feel like I heard a theory that what it is that is making him join the bad guy team is that the bad guy team has either information or held captive Paul Walker's CGI Paul Walker and his family. And that's why he's a bad guy right now, is because he's doing it to save Paul Walker from these bad guy people who found his location.
Of course.
Now, I don't know if they would actually bring CGI Ghost of Paul Walker back.
Do you know what they should do at this point? The next Fast and Furious, because you know what's going to happen. This is going to make a lot of money.
Okay.
It should do a crossover with XXX so that there's 2 Vin Diesels in the film.
Oh, please do that. And G.I. Joe, so there's 2 The Rocks in it, too.
And at this point, I think 2 Vin Diesels in a film, I think that's really what's necessary. Because remember in the 90s how we got 2 Van Dams? That became a thing all the time?
Right.
Where he has a twin, but the twin dies, so the other twin...
Just do it like Jackie Chan, where you and your twin stay alive the whole time and fight together.
No, because only one is enough. So, like, one of them has to defeat the other, kind of thing.
Double impact.
Or it's not like the one with Jet Li, right?
No, that's totally different.
No, it's not that. Because in the end of that movie, we didn't see the deleted scene of the one where Vin Diesel comes in and beats Jet Li, and he goes, "I'm now Jet Li."
Well, Statham's already in it.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm fucking done with this. I'm done with I'm done with the Furious films. I've been done with them.
Well, everybody's saying they are better now, and I just feel like they exist still, but that doesn't make them better.
Transformer movies exist too.
And they're still shithouse. Next thing, Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
Yep. So I guess Godzilla 2 is making a statement where it's like, okay, sure, Pacific Rim, you can have your kaiju, but guess who the king is?
Or maybe they're like, guess who's calling themselves the king for when King Kong shows up and these motherfuckers got to fight it out.
Yeah.
King of the Monster versus the King of Kong.
Honestly, like, this Godzilla, fire breath. I don't know what a giant ape's gonna do to fire breath.
We don't know yet, because that motherfucker's not the King Kong we're used to.
That's true. What, he's gonna have, like, laser eyes?
I think he'll be like a ninja. He'll dodge it and, like, start monkey punching him in the top of the head, causing earthquakes with his giant monkey jumps.
Just give me a Rampage movie.
Oh, that's happening too. The Rock is in it.
Give me that one now, then.
Is that better? There's a giant werewolf in that.
That one is supposed to be dumb, Royce.
They'll get to it. Do we want the supposed to be dumb? I feel like we gotta still take them seriously until Power Rangers comes out.
Pacific Rim 2 Uprising. So that's got a trailer. It's got a name now.
A name. It's got a title.
Because what was the original name?
Maelstrom.
Maelstrom. That's right.
That was what was on the script, but you know.
It's now Uprising.
Yeah.
Harley
Quinn movie. They're not gonna do it.
Nope. No more.
Instead, they're going to do a whole bunch of ladies' movies with the Gotham City Sirens, most likely versus the Birds of Prey. Cool? Question mark.
It's David Ayer doing it, so Suicide Squad.
Cool. question. I mean, it's another one of the things. Like I'm like, okay, well, if they have a vision of what they want to do with it before made Suicide Squad, can they just make it without them like having to fuck it up a bunch after, or are they going to keep doing that? Because I feel like if they're going to keep doing that, it's not going to be at anyone's benefit.
Because, I don't know, films, how it's filmed these days, where it's like, let's film as many alternate takes and then just piece it together to make the best take. Or, how about, instead of using all this money, let's write a really good, solid draft and just film that.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck that. That idea's dumb. Let's have
But
options.
then you test it, and some people didn't like it as much as they could have, so now you have to go back and change shit to make them like it.
You're gonna have a few who don't like it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, it's not for them.
Right, but at least it has a vision from start to finish.
That's exactly it, and if the vision is shit, then it's shit. But I'd rather have one whole vision than like, hey, this movie changed, or what happened to this film? It's now become something completely different. I don't want another Fantastic Four.
Well, you know, what are you going to do, man? What are you going to do? Supposedly, though, Megan Fox is trying to paint herself to be Poison Ivy.
No.
and in a... It just... Megan Fox and Margot Robbie I can't even imagine their chemistry with each other.
No.
And like I've warmed a bit to Megan Fox based on her presence on New Girl. I thought she did a great job on New Girl.
I think she's great there.
But I feel like maybe she works okay in comedy. That doesn't mean she can do her normal Megan Fox thing well. She didn't like end the frame, you know, single-handedly, but she didn't add anything to Ninja Turtles that, you know, some other actor couldn't have done better. Like, they were talking about the strange-looking girl from Pitch Perfect. The main girl. What's her name?
Kendrick?
Anna Kendrick. She was trying to audition as well to be April.
She should have been April.
I feel like she would have had more personality. It's not what I imagined still, but just more personality. Going to be a scene where I walk around in a squirrel outfit.
That was so dumb.
Oh yeah, let's not even get into that shit. But
yeah, no Megan Fox as Poison Ivy, please.
Yeah, okay. So Patrick Wilson from the Watchmen Night Owl character / Hard Candy and Phantom of the Opera and shit. He was cast as Ocean Master, Aquaman's like brother villain.
I'm fine with it. Patrick Wilson's a great actor.
Yeah, he's fucking rad. So more him in things.
Yeah, most of the time I'm like, oh, he's cast as something, he'll do great.
Yeah, and you know he's got history with Snyder, so I'm sure you know.
And also James Wan.
And James Wan. And the only thing that's weird about it is if they decide to still have the Watchmen universe be connected to the DC universe, then that's a weird thing.
I don't think it is, because otherwise, why is a comedian Batman?
Right. It's so bizarre.
Although, wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, that'd be weird, man.
Like in another film, they're alternate people.
That's
something, actually.
That would be bizarre.
That's weird.
They do like the Crime Syndicate where they're supposed to be like alternate versions of them. If they get to that point in the DC universe, that's gonna be fucking awesome.
I like how you're thinking this far ahead. They need to get this DC universe correct still.
But I feel like it's a way for them to correct all these mistakes.
I think so too.
Because they could just go to another universe, the actors are all the same, and they go, try it again.
Or they can even
Here's all new outfits and all new characters.
If the Crime Syndicate came here and killed all this universe, and then they go to the real DC universe where it's all the same actors, but they're the versions that we wanted. Superman's all super, Batman's, not killing everybody.
I think it'll be before we get to what if Marvel DC movies. But they're just like, here's a what if story. What if Iron Man and he's fighting all the other Avengers?
I don't know.
What if Iron Man anyway, Justice League team of which is pushed back for earlier, or to make the Batman release earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Which, okay, make the first one, then I'll give a shit one way or the other. Because if the first one comes out and it's garbage, I'm like, push it back to forever.
Push it back to never.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Oh, yeah, cool. Question mark after the
Hey,
sentence?
when are we gonna get, like, is Wonder Woman, like, finished already?
Well, it's finished filming. It's got to be to the point where they're showing it to people.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, has there been any, like, reports on whether or not it's good or not?
I've not heard anything. Just the visually, like, oh, it looks decent.
I want to know what... I just want to watch that now so I can be like, that's good.
It comes out fairly soon, I feel like.
Sooner than Guardians?
I think it's around the same time. I think it's beginning of the year.
Shit, dude. End of the year is, like, right there.
Yeah. Wonder Woman movie. Let's see here. Wonder Woman. Oh, okay, it's mid. It comes out in June. I'm seeing a lot of movie posters for it though lately, so I just thought it must have been beginning of the year.
Yeah, that's what I assumed too, like April-ish.
Right.
Okay.
So June, right in the middle.
And when is Guardians? That's May?
May, yeah.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it too, man. I feel like we got a lot of great movies coming up this year. Even like this year's X-Men movie, I'm pretty excited about.
Wolverine?
Yeah.
Logan, my bad?
Logan, yeah. Although I gotta say, man, a little disappointed. Went and saw Rogue One. Got 3D trailers. No Spider-Man trailer in front of Rogue.
Yeah, I didn't get Spider-Man either.
I was salty, dude.
Yeah. We got... What trailers did you get?
We got Logan.
Okay, we got that.
Some other shit I don't remember.
We got the one
we got Boss Baby. And we got Guardians in 3D. That looked great.
Yeah, Guardians looks... We got that bloody new Brad Pitt movie, and I'm like, why would you show this in front of Rogue One?
Oh, the Cotillard one? I'm married to the spy lady person.
Is she a spy? Is she not? Maybe.
Gotta be a spy to make that movie interesting, right?
Probably. But then you find out it's like he's a spy.
Oh, bow.
Twist.
Yeah, Guardians comes out May 5th, so a month before. Still both basically right in the middle of the year, though.
Yeah.
What's the earliest superhero movie that comes out next year? Is it Guardians?
Power Rangers?
Oh, well, if Power Rangers counts, I'm pretty sure that drops in March.
That's superhero.
Is it?
I think it is.
I guess they are. Superhero movies 2017. Let's see real quick.
What do we got?
Power Rangers March 24th.
Oh shit, dude! I
We
want
get
it to be good.
Justice League in November. Transformers in June.
I'm watching Transformers, dude.
Guardians in May. Kingsman in October.
Kingsman? Have they started filming?
Oh yeah.
Oh snap! Cool.
Thor in November. Oh, Logan's also March. So Logan and Power. Okay, Logan comes out March 3rd. So Logan's first, and then Power Rangers at the end of that month.
Nice.
Lego Batman comes out February, if you count that.
Sure.
There's a Batman and Harley Quinn movie listed for 2017, but I have no idea what the fuck that would be.
Maybe a cartoon.
And that is it. Supposedly, the Spider-Man animated movie was supposed to come out this year as well as the Fantastic Four 2, but that's not going to happen.
How about if it does come out all of a sudden? You're like, when did they film this? They just did.
They just did. But yeah, we got a lot of... That's just like the ones on this side. I feel like there's got to be even more than that, probably. But still, man, 2017 is going to be nanners.
It's going to be great.
We got...
Last thing.
Look at the Zords, not in toy form on this new poster that they dropped that had the Sabretooth up front.
Yep.
And can I make this bigger? This picture's hard to see. Okay, so they got the Sabretooth, they got the T-Rex. You can kind of make out the other two in the background, not very well. And then they got the flying pterodactyl one up in the top, very faintly. How do you feel about these first images of what the Zords are going to look like? They're definitely not as animal-shaped. They look like alien versions of the animals.
Which is fine because they are aliens.
Right.
And also, people are hating so badly because I posted that new toy ad.
Yeah.
That shows Goldar.
The Goldar figure.
Right, and the other Rangers that are part of that giant Ranger, the Zord, where you can pop in the little Rangers into him.
Right.
And looking at the individual toys, you see how they look in this poster? How they look so much cooler in this poster? But people are basing the Zord on the toy exactly, because they think it's going to be an exact translation like the original show was.
Right, but even if you try and interpret it in your mind, what that Goldar figure looks like, it's still not good.
No, it's not great.
It's not even good.
No. But
like, I'm not tripping about a movie or whatever, but I'm like, just like melty gold, I feel like is a very lazy way to do that. Like, made from gold, which is apparently the idea, like, as robbing banks and shit to accumulate gold to make this big gold monster out of. Even if that is the case, I feel like make it like a golem kind of thing where it looks like shards of the rock gold. Like, why the melted cheese thing?
I think it's supposed to look like a putty.
I think so too, because I think it's supposed to be a similar concept. Because they're supposed to be putty like golem things that they fight as well.
Because on the little toys, even they showed what a putty looks like, and it's not like the old putties. Yeah. If you look at the little miniature toys, they look like these melty, like Clayface almost like.
Yeah, that's what I was imagining.
That's why I think this Goldar is like a giant version of that. That's just gold. Yet he somewhat resembles the Megazord.
I want to see this putty thing. Where's that shit at? I also thought the Megazord thing, where each of those little bubbles is like the cockpit where they sit, is interesting. Because in the old one, once they were in the Megazord, they all went up to one cockpit that they shared.
Right.
They seem to have X-nayed that. Like, two of them sit in the shoulder, one of them sits in the chest, the other sit in the top of the thigh or whatever. I still cannot find this fucking Goldar, bro. Or not the Goldar, but the putty. I really want to see it. How do you feel about them having like multiple legs and shit? Because from what I've seen, the Triceratops and the Mastodon have like extra legs.
Again, like I pointed out, the bloody original Triceratops was wheels. I'm fine.
Right.
I'm fine. Yeah, see how it's the miniature toy here, but look at the.
Okay. Weird, dude. Not as yoked up as I imagined.
No, but again, these toys are like the tiny 2-inch ones.
Right, but I'm like, are they gonna martial arts fight these things?
I don't know.
Or are they just gonna like have super and whatnot?
Because
they show them doing martial arts poses and shit.
Right. Also, there was a lot of the behind-the-scene footage from a couple of months back, I think it was, where it's like the guys were all in green.
Right, they're CGI characters.
Yeah. But the actual the suit guys, I think they were actually like fighting him, like fighting them. So I have no idea, and that's the problem. We don't have anything to base off for what the Rangers are going to be like themselves.
How long do you think before we get an actual shot of them doing anything in the suit?
I think January for sure. If it's gonna come out March, you can't like. I'm surprised we don't have something already. Like maybe Christmas Day they'll release the first proper trailer.
Something. It's got to be something.
It has to be soon because I know people are hating on this already. You see it everywhere.
Right.
Hating. They hate. It's like, what is this design? Like that's as a fan of mechanism, I read it on Twitter all the time because I'm like, I browse and people who I follow comment on random things and I'm like, you're hating based on what you enjoyed of Power Rangers and what you're seeing now. But I'm like, watch Power Rangers again. It's not the greatest.
Right.
It's not the greatest.
That's my thing too. It was so garbage back then. Like as much as we loved it, it wasn't good.
Because we would see this is the member, this is them. It's that
right.
Along, right? that's what's bringing us up. And don't get me wrong, like I love Power. I think Power Rangers was great as a kid. But you watch it again, like it's on Netflix right now. You watch it again. Like remember we tried before? We're like, wow, the movie. I watched the movie. We're like,
and that was like as expensive as it had been done.
Right, that was like cream of the crop back then. We're like, they skydived.
Yeah,
Did you not remember their dope suits? But people are bitching about these suits
because they don't look as similar to the old show as those old suits did.
And they've already announced that there's a sequel graphic novel.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, man. I'm looking forward to it, though. I want to see how weird it is.
Like, at this point, all the hate's fine. I'm like, that's fine. We can hate it right now. And the thing is, it could be shit. And for all, there's a chance that it's going to be garbage.
There is a chance.
There's a chance. But
there's for sure
also, like, I think, you know what, though? It might actually be good. Like, it's gotten to the point where people are like, it's going to be garbage. It's a waste of time. I'm not going to bother watching it. But then they're not going to know, and because they're already writing it off. Now, if you go into it not really expecting it to be amazing, which we're not, clearly. Both of us isn't expecting this to be amazing. Like, based on what we already gotten from Turtles, our expectations are pretty damn low.
Right.
So, if we leave entertained, that's still something.
Yeah.
To me,
my thing with how big is this fucking Megazord gonna be? That's my question right now. Because if you look at the poster with the Zords, look how big those things are compared to trees.
Yeah.
So the Megazord has to be humongoloid, right?
Well, you could see like the cockpit, can't you?
Right.
She's like sitting on the back of the neck of the saber-toothed alien robot.
Yeah.
So you can see her there. I guess it's big.
Does that look in scale to you?
No, the trees look tiny.
Right, that's they look fucking
They definitely
massive.
made the trees look a lot smaller than they actually are. Like whoever made these posters weren't really thinking about that.
It seems.
And that's fine. It's just a picture.
Yeah, but we've not even seen like any fighting in the suits yet. That's crazy to me.
What we've seen in the trailer was them jumping off that cliff into the water.
Did it take this long to see the Ninja Turtles? I remember they made us wait forever, but I don't remember how close it got to the movie's release before we started actually seeing them.
At this point, though, I'm definitely more satisfied with the look of both what we've seen, anyways, of the Zords and the Rangers more than how I was feeling when I first saw the new Turtles.
Yeah, but to me, the Turtles problem would have been easier to fix because it was like, make them shorter, change the faces, done.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, these, we don't even know what all the problems are yet because they won't show us any of the shit.
I know.
Like, the suits don't bother me that much, but a lot of people hate the fucking new
people are hating on them. Like, automatically, I've got no beef. Look at the original suits. Do you want them to be wearing that freaking spandex? I promise you don't.
Me, the new suits look fine. I'm just like, show me that they actually fight people.
Yes.
show me the Zords looking quality and not like the old shit movie.
Also, I hope Goldar, because everyone's like, it looks like just melted cheese.
Right.
I'm like, it's
show
a
me that in a way where like the metal looks really hardcore.
How about if
and
it's
like
constantly
if
moving?
it can emote, like if it's like a symbiote kind of thing, that's like interesting.
Because it looks like on the toy, it looks like it's just kind of melting on top of itself. What if it's actually constantly moving? Like, they can't show that in a toy that's made for kids.
Right, it's a static image basically.
Like if they do like a high end Japanese toy, we'll probably have a better, image of what it could look like.
I think my biggest problem with it, honestly, is just that it's too similarly shaped to the Megazord.
I think there's a reason to that, though.
I'm sure there is, but I just, as design-wise, I don't like it. But I feel like it is like her saying, she was a ranger, she's gonna make the bad version of that. Yep.
And we needed to, like, collect some stones and whatnot to create Goldar, because Goldar's not just a stupid... Because if you remember on the show, Goldar was a stupid fucking lackey.
I mean,
who was useless as shit.
He was useless. He looked fine. He looked like a sphinx or some shit.
He looked cool, but he was fucking useless. So,
but I'm also like, from what I've heard, I don't know if this is accurate.
Okay.
From what I heard, she is on a mission sent by Lord Zed to collect a Zeo crystal.
Nice.
Which is interesting to me as well, because I'm like, is that set? They go straight into Zeo, like each movie is a different Power Ranger type. Would be interesting. But I really want to see, like, if these are the designs they're giving us so far, what the fuck does Zordon look like, and what the fuck does Lord Zed look like? Because I feel like those ones have the most specific design choices that will instantly feel different the more that they change. Like, Zordon's just a floating blue head. And I feel like there's no way they give us that. Not just a human head floating. They're not going to do it. So is it like a weird alien head thing in a jar? Like, how much is that going to look weird?
Do you know that, like,
he's like
that
a
whole universe thing
zombie.
that's inside their chests?
Right.
Could he just
It can't just be that.
Could he be made up of like that with a face in it?
Oh, that's weird too. I don't know, dude.
I don't know.
Fucking Dormammu,
kind of, yeah.
Blue. That's so bizarre.
I don't know.
So bizarre, weird.
I'm gonna watch this. Like, I'm not writing this off. There's not enough to write this off yet. And what I've seen so far hasn't like ruined my childhood.
Right. I don't like a lot of the design stuff outside of the Rangers themselves, but the trailer I saw, which didn't show almost any of that, looked good to me.
Yes.
So until they show me some footage and it looks shithouse,
say we
to
get
me
a trailer at Christmas, right? And it's like, whoa, that looks shit.
But
it's
the only reason they're waiting so long is if it looks garbage.
Yeah, I will say that.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the only reason I can think that they are taking so long to show it, is if it is garbage.
Do you think?
I've got to imagine. Because if they were proud of it, they'd be showing this shit off already.
No, maybe they're approaching it differently.
I mean, it's certainly possible.
I understand where you're coming from with what you're saying as well, though. It makes sense what you're saying.
Yeah, it's what scares me.
No, and I understand. It's like, I don't want that to be the case.
Right.
Because I'd like to like this film.
I really would, man. I really would.
And for those, again, saying, this is not, it's like the original, no. Our memories of the original Rangers, the members put it up here. It's not good.
Yeah.
And when people go, the comment that gets me the most, though, is like, it's not like the original Rangers. It doesn't seem fun. And I'm like, but do you want the cheese?
Right.
And the camp of it?
Would we want it to be the same? We've already gotten that movie.
Yeah, like, if you want the same, just watch the current
But see, I don't
Power
know.
Rangers show.
To me, it's different. It depends on the property. Because as much as I wanted like a new crazy thing for the Ninja Turtles movie, I really feel like they could have updated that first movie with new effects, but kept a very similar story. But you know, the acting would obviously be better, but based the script on that, and it would have been fine. Whereas the Power Ranger movie that we got before was not a good movie, so it's not like they could just copy that because that movie was garbage. So I want it to be different because I want a good version of Power Rangers. We've never had that, not in my opinion.
But see, a lot of people, that was their version. No, I get it. That's their version of Power Rangers, and I'm like, that's cool. They're not taking that version away from you.
Right, and I'm saying I loved that. I was obsessed, but you know, but I can in retrospect see it was not good. So I'm like, yeah, give me something new and good. I'm down. And so far, you know, it looks alright to me. They're like weird Guyver creatures.
There's nothing in it so far that's made me go, nah. Nah. Like all that Spider-Man type teenage thing, that's cool. I liked Spider-Man when they did that. When he was like, oh shit, I got powers and shit, what the fuck's going on? That's fine. That's a superhero thing.
Have you seen this other picture of Rita, yo?
Sure.
It's her without the armor stuff on. I don't know if there are more of these pictures somewhere, because the one I've got is only a bust shot. Did you get that link?
What is that look?
It's definitely still... At first I thought it was from another movie, but it's definitely still Rita. She's got all the same face markings and shit.
Yeah, where her skeleton underneath is like all...
So I'm guessing this is what she was as a creature before she was the Green Ranger, or before she harnessed that power.
Right. I want to see this fucking movie, man. I just want to see what they're doing with this.
But I feel like it's got to be that now officially, because it's not like she comes from an alien planet where everything's green, because she looks totally different here.
Yeah. She becomes the Green Ranger.
I also heard that a rumor that Zordon was the former Red Ranger, and he had to trap her away because she got like power obsessed or whatever when she fell under the tutelage of Lord Zed.
I'm okay with this. I'm okay with that. That's fine. Change shit up. I'm fine with them changing it up, because again, this is not exactly... It's not supposed to be.
Right.
It's not supposed to be the original. It's not supposed to be... it's essentially inspired by. There are things where it's like... I know it's weird, because I know some things, it's better to be closer to the original source material.
Yeah.
Some things shouldn't be. I feel with this Power Rangers, it shouldn't be. Like, don't stray too far from it, but change it and make it better. Or just change it.
Yeah, I agree.
Because if it's the same thing, if we're going to get the same thing essentially that we got with the original Rangers, you've still got that now, because there's still Power Ranger shows going on. And it's essentially, they're all essentially just a rehash of itself with just different things.
I agree with that, but that's how Power Rangers has always been, apparently. That's true. There's a picture of her full body.
That's why people are like, this is not the Power Rangers that I grew up on. I'm like, then go watch the current one that's for kids.
Yeah.
Because that's essentially what you enjoyed as a kid. Okay, cool. She's got no shoes on.
She's got like a weird skirt piece. And she's got the gold staff thing with the like weird green power stone thing.
What if that gold staff looks like what Goldar looks like?
I could imagine that, actually. Maybe that thing turns into Goldar. She throws it into the gold and it turns into that.
Because
it's got a weird jawbone in it.
That's why it looks like mustard, you know? It looks...
Right.
I was like, but they're not going to make it shiny.
Not the toy. I mean, not successfully the same way.
Not a toy for like a little kid, nah. Again, just give me the film.
Right, I'm ready. I'm ready to see some stuff.
Yeah.
Show me the stuff.
Let it be good. Let it be fun.
Can you imagine? What if it's good? What if we get it and we're like, holy shit, it's actually good? Could you even imagine it? Could you even imagine it? Based on what we've seen, Jeff, if you had to bet on it right now, that it's either good, as simple as that people will overwhelm, the majority will like it or the majority will dislike it, what do you think we're going to get based on what we've seen?
Who's directing it again? The guy who did
Project Almanac.
If I enjoy this as much as Project Almanac, then I'm going to really enjoy this.
Right. But us enjoying it is not the same. Do you think people as a majority will enjoy it or dislike it?
No, because the thing is, at this point, what's the majority? Is the majority fans of the original?
Like over 50% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, it'd be nice if it did. It'd be nice if it did.
That'd be better than BVS. So I'm saying, like,
yeah. Oh,
do you think Power Rangers could hit?
Because I think one thing that I'm noticing is when people are commenting about this film on Twitter and stuff, they're saying, who is the audience for this film?
Right.
It's like, is it the original fans? Because if it is, it's too different. And I'm like, again, as an original fan, I don't want that.
Right. And I don't think that we are the target audience. I think it's the not Twilight, but like the Hunger Games-y type age group who also have now grown up on a decade of superhero movies.
Yes. This is a superhero movie that just happens to be...
Yeah, it's a YA superhero movie.
Yeah. Which is, like, shouldn't really be for us, technically.
All right, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot in there for original fans to see it and,
should be.
And enjoy.
I feel that there should be enough for the original fans, except the original fans seem to fucking loathe everything they're seeing so far.
Right. Right.
Excluding us, it seems. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not so bothered by it, but...
I mean, when people go, it looks like Guyver, and I'm like, I fucking love Guyver. I love Guyver. So, to me, that's actually a positive.
Yeah.
I don't see a
it's
negative
one of my
there.
faves.
So, yeah. Like, if you're gonna fucking copy any suit, any cool biomechanical suit, I think Guyver's probably one of the best ones.
Yeah, and they're essentially the same genre. They're just upping the level of detail on those Sentai costumes that aren't just spandex now.
Look at the source material. Guyver is essentially like a higher budget version of a Sentai suit.
Right. It's because it's like alien in origin. They made an alien suit, so why not give it that kind of feel? In my opinion.
They're saying the mecha looks garbage, and I'm like, do you want boxes?
Yeah, I think it's because it doesn't look like an old school Transformer or whatever.
But again, it's like it looks like the new Transformer movies, and I'm like, okay, I can see where you're coming from there.
I think it's more organic-y than that, even.
Yeah. And I mean, but even like speaking of Transformers, right? Everyone wanted G1, and I'm like, but we're never gonna get G1 Generational, which was the original cartoon. It's never gonna happen.
No.
The direction alone, they're never gonna go for that. They think that's too unrealistic.
Yep.
So I don't know, man. Like, too much. I don't know. I want to like it all. Can I just like it all?
I want to like it, and I want to know what the scale of these Zords are, because right now it seems like they're going to be fucking hella massive.
Based on the trees.
Right.
But then you see the girl at the back, and you're like, you're huge.
Yeah, but it's also like, if you imagine their actual scale in the old Power Rangers show when the Zords are fighting, and they're taller than buildings, like, not even in between them, they're taller than the buildings.
They were fighting next to mountains, Royce.
Right.
No, they're huge. There's always like PowerPoints that are like really short, like power lines. No.
I'm trying to see like what the actual scale is.
Trying to look for a scale?
Yeah, try to see what the scale of the actual old Power Rangers were. But I can't immediately find any scenes of, okay, there's the Dragon Zord next to buildings. So they're still like much taller than, like, a lot of the mech stuff, you'll see them walking in between buildings and they're eye level with some of these. But a lot of the Zords, once they're standing up, they're like considerably in the buildings and shit.
This one might be bigger though.
That's what I'm wondering.
Because I'm seeing one of the CG versions of the Zords back in the old days, and it's standing next to a building.
I just wonder if they're like Pacific Rim tall, or are they swinging boats as baseball bats and shit?
I'm okay with that though.
Right.
I think that's the problem. Like now, with Pacific Rim, their budget was lots.
Oh yeah, lots more than Power Rangers.
Right. So it's not gonna look as good as that, and that's automatically already a negative.
Yeah.
But again, you don't have to have several Zords. You just need the one Zord.
Well, they're gonna show 5 Zords and then turn it into one Zord.
Right.
And then they also have to fight a big gold alien, apparently.
Oh, dude, I hope it doesn't. I hope it's good.
I want it to be good.
I'd like this to be good. Not for everybody out there who's hating on it. I want it to be good for me.
So, with the T-Rex, remember that concept art of the T-Rex where like the whole face was a window?
Yes.
So that's obviously not the one we got.
No.
Do you prefer that design where it's more of like specifically a dinosaur shape, but all the panels of it are mechanical? Or do you like this version that we got more, where it's more of like a general T-Rex shape, but and a lot more?
I'm fine with the general T-Rex shape because again, they're not supposed to be exactly a T-Rex.
Right.
It's an alien
I
thing.
assume that, but then when they show the power coins, it's got the actual animal on the inside of the power coin.
It's supposed to be like inspired by it, but I don't think the actual mechas are supposed to look identical to what the actual animal is supposed to represent.
Like an alien's interpretation of it.
Oh no, stop calling me.
Gotta love getting a cameo from that ringtone.
Yeah, that was the last topic though.
That was it, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we blasted through that, but that's fine. That's all right.
That's good.
Hopefully, we get some more Power Rangers soon to talk about.
I mean, that was about an hour.
Well, that's pretty good then. We got Rogue One to talk about next time.
Yep.
WWE got new belts.
Mm-hmm.
That's something.
So you got a couple things. We'll talk wrestling next time as well.
Yeah, why not?
At this point,
I think that kind of covers it though. WWE got new tag belts. There's that story.
That was a WWE talk. Honestly, I think if we wanted to talk more WWE, we could probably.
We probably could.
We probably could.
We could do a review of Roadblock.
Yeah, give our opinions on like what wrestling is like now. What we like about it.
New school versus old school.
Yeah, if we want. But yeah, that's it for this week.
We did it, guys.
Episode 68. Thanks for watching.
Hands. We did it. Stay
milky,
gross.
Stay creamy. That's what it's for. No?
Milky. I don't like milky as much.
No, milky's worse. I think creamy's good.
Yeah, milky for some reason.
How is milky worse than creamy?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. Milky just automatically is nastier to me for some reason.
I don't know. It
is. But whatever. Until the next one, guys. Stay chipper chaps. See you in a couple days.
What up, chipper chap? This is chipper chap chat. What up, chipper chap? This is chipper chap chat. What up, chipper chap? This is chipper chap chat. What up, chipper chap? This is chipper chap chat.